Why do straight women keep dating fruit? That's right. Fruity booties. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, being misused and mishandled, and I know straight men see it. Straight men see a straight woman with fruit. Okay, I see it all the time. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'll give you an example. So when I was in California, this guy, he met me off Craigslist. It was all good at first. First of all, he was a mixed Asian and black dude. Okay, so it was kind of disturbing because I knew his penis was gonna be small, right? But I had lost so much weight, I was like, well, you know, when the time comes, I'll just possibly deal with it, right? So one day I was in Long Beach. I had got a hotel in Long Beach. And he came over. Now, we done hung out a few times now. But he came over. And I told him to spend the night. And, it threw me off. I didn't know he was excited to be around me like that. I really did not know he was excited to be around me like that. But he put on a whole dance, taking his clothes off just to get in bed. And I'm like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because he was literally shimmying his shoulders as if he had breasts. And I was like, what is going on? So I asked him before he got into bed, I said, are you bisexual? And it totally destroyed him. He got up, left, and never came back. Never called me again. He was so mad at me. But I think I had a right to ask, was he bisexual? Like, he was literally shimmying them shoulders. Like he had, like you could see a straight man that's having fun, you know what I mean? But there was a level of femininity that came out of this man. And I was like, no, wait a minute. This ain't gonna work. So back to this fruit, like straight women dating fruit. Like, I see it all the time. I see women in marriage situations and I'm like, how did this happen? Does she not see it? Like, girl, do you know what you're doing? Like, it can't be that hard. Like, even when I see women that date men straight out of prison, okay? Like, I have a dude that jokes with me, right? He always talk about his nephew. He say, yeah, my nephew did 10 years in the pen, and all he like is booty hole. All he like is booty hole. And he say he learned that from fucking them punks in jail. I'm saying it verbatim what he said, okay? And I'm like, so you mean to tell me that he advertised that he used to sleep with men in prison and he still was able to go home to his wife? He said, yeah, his wife loved him. And I'm like, man, what is going on? Like, we ain't got no discernment no more. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm looking at these straight women and they're usually younger than the guy that's a bit fruity. And he be trying to tell her how to dress and talk and walk and, ooh, girl, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, what, you having trust issue with women or something? Like, if you needed a girlfriend, like, come on now. Come on. And then just imagine that energy. Y'all produce a child, that energy. That energy gonna be in that child. Okay. It's gonna be transferred to that child. And I feel like something ain't right. Like, nothing's wrong with being around people that like the same sex. But when people that like the same sex dealing with men and they want to come back into the heterosexual community and live a normal life, it's a bit tainted. And then he's being ruly. He thinks he knows females so well that he's just going to nitpick you and, oh, baby, don't do it like this, do it like that. Ooh, girl, you shouldn't wear this, you should wear that. Like, how can you even be around something like that? Like, is there really that big of a shortage of men to the point where it's obvious you're dating a fruit? Like, men know, like, when you socially engage with people and you're talking to people, men know, those heterosexual men know that, hey, this guy don't just sound like this because he was raised around women. No. This man really has man-on-man sexual tendencies. You know what I mean? It's real. It's real. I feel like straight women are being mishandled and misused by on the low guys. And then I think a lot of those women know, and they probably sexually fulfilling the guy, what he likes, what he desires. I told y'all when I was in California, I met a guy who said he don't even sleep with a woman in the vagina. He sleep with her in the booty hole. I had to get away from him. Like, what? Like, all this good, all this good PC, and all you can motherfucking do is think about a booty hole? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. And I mean, he was young and had a sexy body too. That's when we had went out. He showed me this club. We went out to the BBW. It was a big, beautiful woman night. And all the thick Mexicans and all the thick white girls and all the thick black girls was in there. It was really big, beautiful woman night. And I enjoyed it. Okay, I gotta find those pictures too. I enjoyed it, but he was whack. He was totally whack. Like, nah. Nah. So, yeah, be mindful, you know what I mean? Don't underestimate it. Like, these feminine tendencies and, like, I've seen it plenty of times where a man cannot shut off that feminine swag. And what I mean by that is when they talking to you and stuff on the phone, they sound relaxed and macho. But you catch them moving and they start talking to you, girl, they start over exaggerating everything they say. Get off that phone. Don't entertain it. Like, so what? He has a penis. So what? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. You are tainting. You're tainting the community. Just leave him alone. Okay? I just don't understand. Like, just like that girl who caught the two dudes having sex in bed, and they literally hunted her down in broad daylight and killed her. Like, let them stay in their own private world. It's not the same. It's really not the same. Okay. You have a lot of women out here that are tucking their tail, putting their head down. They see the signs, they see the bullshit, but they're still doing it. Just imagine you're contaminating feces with your vagina. Like, if he cheat on you with another man, there's feces bacteria that he probably cannot completely clean off of his balls, sack area, and he's gonna spread it to you. And these women are wondering why they having these bacterial infections, not STDs, but bacterial infections that they cannot get rid of because poo-poo control, poo-poo patrol, or whatever. Like when they say women are getting bacterial infections from men that are uncleanly, ungodly, like this is why you're always having BV or whatever, bacterial vaginosis or whatever. The reason being is because this dude may have feces under his penis, by his ball sacks or something, and you're just not respecting your body and your temple. Like, you gotta eliminate some of this. It's bad enough that men don't mind sleeping with women with Elmer's glue PC in the first place. Okay, like men think Elmer's glue PC is like the bomb, when in fact, if he leaves some of that bacteria on him and then come to you, then now you're gonna have the problem, and you're gonna wonder why you can't get rid of the man, and you can get rid of the problem. Okay, I have women right now that consult me and get herbs from me, and they always talk about their man won't go down on them. Their man won't go down on them. Their man, they always have an odor. They pH balance off. How can I help them? All the time. And I mean, these be fine in the wine, fine in the waist, flat tummy, little titty, big booty women having pH problems, okay? Bacteria problems. You gotta stop and assess your situation, and you got to value yourself more. You got to value yourself more. And just, man, you need a leader. Okay, if you just got to be with a man, find one that's a good leader. Whether he in another relationship or not, find one that's a good leader, that's heterosexual. Okay, they want to be the head of the females. Okay, not the head of the men. So yeah, like, men are not even hiding it anymore. Okay, like, men are not hiding it. I'm telling you, this dude brags about he learned about booty hole from prison, and he still has a wife. So let that sink in. Like, I've actually gone to dinner with him and his wife. And this man, what's so weird about this man, he shows no sign of femininity. He's just hardcore country man. Okay? So, I'm telling y'all, I don't have no wrong with nobody. I hang around everybody. Some of my best customers consult me for boyfriends. That's right. They tell me about who they desire, this, that, and the other, and is it gonna work out, and all this and that. But you really have some men out here that have so many problems within their community, within their homosexual community that they decide to go back to dating women. And when they decide to go back to dating women, they bring all that baggage and energy with them. Okay? So they're showing their feminine traits, they're showing their homosexual traits, but for some reason, some women are scared of masculine men. Swear on everything. I don't know why, but some women are scared of masculine men over zealous, over hostile men. So they would rather deal with a man that seemed more like a girlfriend. Okay? I see it all the time. Like I say, I don't have a problem with it. It's just that I'm saying the community is being tainted. Like, the straight community is being tainted. I'm saying if you want a girlfriend because you wanna you know, give penis a break, you know what I mean? Give that masculine energy a break, that's fine. But when a man goes to that side, it's not meant for him to come back. It's really not. It's the females that are allowing him to come back. Okay? Like, I'm already a 6, masculine 6. The last thing I want is a man that is a feminine 7 or 8, because like we gonna have problems. Like we're gonna have problems. I just can't see it. Like I can't unsee it. I can't unsee this person being bent over in the book. You know what I mean? Like I just can't unsee it. Like I can't unsee these things. And they're just not desired. Like I can't percolate like that. I can't get stimulated like that. Like I don't want nobody trying to take my position. Does that make sense? That's just like a heterosexual man don't want a woman trying to overcome him or subdue him. You know, he not gonna get stimulated by that. You know what I mean? Which I'm saying, you got cuckolds out there, you know. Nothing's wrong with dealing with a man that on that cuckold stuff, but he served you. He ain't out there slipping around and then coming back to you. No. He serves you. Okay, that's a whole nother ball game. Okay, dealing with the master and the slave and stuff. But yeah, we really. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just know that women out here flexing like they got a heterosexual man and they don't. And she probably knows, because what they do in the bedroom may be totally different than what you would think. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I just know that a lot of straight women are dating fruit now, you know. And it's sad, but it's true. You know what I mean? I hang around a lot of people. You know what I mean? But I just feel like it's too much. It's too much. Get yourself under control. You know, command you a real man. Unless, again, like I say, you may be fearful of heterosexual men and their vitality and strength to control or whatever. But, hey, it is what it is. I just don't think that you should have to go to a different society and bring that shit back into your society. It just doesn't make sense. That's no different than a man with a loyal wife at home, but he wants some head, so he gonna go out there and get that crackhead for $20. Like, It just doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. Okay. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Wow.